And we're off with a splash with the men's U16 8. A little bit of splashing there, getting off the blocks as we pull in tight here to lanes 7, River City and Marina Aquatic Center. But let me start from the beginning here and give you the lanes. Lane 1, Marin. Lane 2, Newport. Lane 3, Oakland Strokes. Lane 4, Pacific. Lane 5, NorCal. Lane 6, Marina. And again, lane 7, River City, and a very nice start to this qualifying event for the Youth Nationals at Sarasota. U16 8's always a very exciting race to watch here as we make it through the breakage point. So all crews are off the hook, out of the gates, and up and running.
All right, and this shot here of the overlap between these crews, of course, the excitement, the blind fury of what is usually a novice event here in the under 16. You've got a lot of really young athletes, some in their freshman year, probably some in middle school as well. So we're seeing a lot of different level of athlete, but nonetheless, great rowing here as this is something that will progress to a youth national championship. Really something that's quite unique in sports to be able to go to a national championship at a young age, really quite special. And right now, early on, we've got lanes 1 and 2, Marin and Newport, really just side by side, like nothing separating them for that top spot. I'm going to give maybe a slight advantage, maybe just by a bow ball at this point, to Newport. Back to Newport, bow to stern. It's going to be lane 4, Pacific Rowing Club. Pacific actually just chipping away a little bit and getting even further into that Newport boat. But Pacific in third, sitting 7 seats over Oakland Strokes. Oakland now with just maybe about a seat of open water over NorCal. NorCal sitting 7 seats over Marina Aquatic Center, and then River City in 7th. But even as I said that, the lead has changed. It is now going to go to Marin. Marin pulling themselves up 2 seats over Newport.
And, you know, I really want to give some credit here to some of these smaller programs like Pacific and River City for being able to field an 8 like this and be in a grand final in a qualifying event, because sometimes when you have a smaller club, it's actually very, very challenging to field an 8, let alone a competitive one, because you need a certain amount of athletes to push those athletes in the 8 to make them fast enough to be competitive. So even if you have barely over 8 athletes, you're a very small club. I've seen it before. It's very impressive to be able to come out here, enter an 8 and a competitive one again in a grand final. So props to those crews, those smaller clubs out there, River City and Pacific. NorCal also doing phenomenally out here. We're seeing their name pop up again and again. So it's not just the perennial powerhouses here that we are seeing doing very, very well in this event.
Yeah, that's right. Marin is the national champion, defending national champion in this event. So, you know, looking to defend that crown as they come across the halfway point. It is Marin right now with a 7-seat lead over Newport. Newport still sitting about the same distance between themselves and Pacific. Pacific was a qualifier in this event last year, came in 8th in the country, so a lot of good history there, maybe looking to improve on that result this year, and certainly they are in contention for one of those qualifying bids, but we still have a lot of race course left. Newport continuing in 2nd. Let's see if they can maybe pull clear of Pacific, but Pacific, they are still holding tight to the stern deck of that Newport boat. So we've got top 3 right there, just off of the stern deck of the Pacific boat. It's going to be NorCal, excuse me, that's going to be Oakland Strokes. So Oakland Strokes currently in that 4th place spot.
ready? Step ready, yeah. All right, step here, top quarter. All right, let's go. Ready? Yep.
Yeah, boys.
And coming into the last 500 meters, we have this absolutely spectacular view of the clear mountains in the background and one heck of an armada coming towards us here in the last 500. We are looking at Marin along the shore here, followed by a little bit of open water, maybe 4 seats open water here. Back is Newport A in lane 2, followed by, I'm going to check again, but it's going to be Pacific, followed by Oakland. And again, we will double check on that, but you will see it if you come down to the shore. You will see those beautiful blades glinting on the glassy water here. You'll see those red buoys coming up. That is where they are coming into the chute to throw down their final moves here, coming into the sprint. We'll see if Marin, if untouched here, will take the gold and qualify for Youth Nationals here. But again, anything can happen. We don't say it's over until it's over. Very quick times here for U16s. We are at 6 minutes. This is a very quick course, very quick race, and very, very strong for these U16 8s. Again, here we are, Marin and Newport.
Yeah, and I've got Marin taking the stroke rate up just a little bit. They've been at their base pace of about 34 strokes a minute. They're moving it up now. Got them clocked at 38. Not huge sprint right there, but not necessarily needed. So they're continuing to hold off Newport. Newport doing a nice job. Pacific staying right where they're at in that 3rd place spot, still holding strong over Oakland Strokes. Your top 4 boats, but it is Marin with that gold medal, followed by Newport, Pacific, Oakland. And now finishing NorCal, Marina Aquatic Center, and River City.